The only thing equal is the curse for the wicked and the righteous reward. Have mercy on them and don't see it. Separated from the tares. Now on my prayers and it's so be it. A rebel, take the world by word of mouth. U.P.K, we the rebels that you heard about. Yeah, and it ain't gonna stop till 100 virgins in the house and I'm handing verdicts out. Yeah, rank, you ain't heard a clout without a shadow of a doubt. These devils hitting licks off us. Fuck the bank, I'm about to stone the pocket ticket off us. Can't sweet talk us, cannot stop us. And plus I know the feds watch us. Telling people that they church full of witch doctors. Put us in prison, they stockpile us. Meanwhile, U.P.K turning rebels into rock wallers. Then leave with mighty men, and now I understand things that never truly made sense. Like why I'm crying at this funeral for a criminal, knowing he ain't innocent. It's fucked up, but my boo shine, standing between two priests, about to blaze on their ass, call it tough love. Look out for niggas just club and wouldn't touch a white bitch with OJ's black gloves. Father, forgive me for my error. I'm forever by your side. Clean and purge me of all my flaws. This the reason I'm alive. Thank God for this truth. Cause for a long time was a rebel without a cause. Look, man. First time I met manager in YAHANNA, man, hit 3807. Rebel without a cause. My little daughter with me. Opened the door. He was dropping the truth for me and all that. Rebel without a cause. Man, you know. You do your time, we taking the mountains, training the hand-to-hand combat. Rebel without a cause, oh, yeah. This the reason I'm alive. Up, thank nigga. God for this truth, cause for a long time was a rebel without a cause.
You cannot whoop us. We're already dead. We're already beaten down. We've been beaten down for 400 years. We already got the wounds inside and outside our bodies. How you gonna hurt us? You cannot threaten us. You cannot frighten us. We live in the most frightening places, under the most frightening conditions. We are immune to fear. We are immune to harm. You see what I'm saying? You have stepped into a cesspool. You're the only one gonna get infected.
Yeah. On 44 shit, you know what I mean? Busy man. Look, when that shit drop, you step all the way on their neck, step on their neck and their head with that shit.
Fine then, I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I did it, nice, but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. They mad, I'm too solid, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. No, they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rank for real. I got real soldiers, kill for me, nigga, watch yourself. They said you been in beast mode lately, you is not yourself. When you dropping that fire, precious marriage, they inquiring. They can't stop what's coming, but I see them conspiring. Cross the line, them firing. This bitch here, finna break the spin, no kindness. I don't trust you, circle small. You can keep your features. Me and my niggas don't keep no secrets. And it feel like Jeepers Creepers. Say they want some smoke, dog. So I brought these chimney strings. Coming like we coming, you can't even cap. These niggas don't run it like we running. Bitch, don't even start. Bitch, I'm with my niggas till the end, till death do us part. If you wanna leave, you can leave, bitch. Bless your heart, fine then. I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel. He nice, but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Oh, I got a man, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. I heard they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rate for real. Take over in effect, yeah, I'm fully focused. You might not see it on me, just know it's women, that bitch fully loaded. Ooh, yeah, we up and rolling. Told them I need major motion. Think I'm joking, I'ma school them niggas like they baby Jody. Got it out the dust, now I'm too clean, don't know why they hate me. What you want out life, dog? Guns and butter, baby boy. U.P.K top, dog. Certified road runner. I'ma turn that econ line into a damn tank. I got choppers stashed in the attic like they Air Frank. They had that shit on lock till I snapped on them like ball cutters. You cannot play both sides, gotta choose your colors. See I'm throwing that one up with that W, that's my blood, bro. Fine then, I ain't show no mercy, I'm gonna show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters
I'm busy, man. Shit, nigga. They tear their head off, nigga.
I read what Eve did to Adam. I just pray my love don't lie to me. Swing that iron like Samson. I can't let no hoe to lie to me. I don't feel these rappers, all they lies is hypocrisy. Ain't no competition, ain't no rivalry. Niggas think I'm playing, I don't hear one word they saying. This shit light work. Think Muhammad one of us, he might lose his life first. Circle up and stay alert. Another cop can stretch the nigga. He ain't demon, it's an exorcism. Watch I bless the nigga. You took that open blood, then you know I'm gonna get active with you. From the opposition, I see vision. Let me paint the picture. Rappers claim they spin, I ain't listening. Is in fact the If revenge was a woman, now I scope that bitch like Jake. So time war, we gon' run the summer. It's gon' be historical. Thought they making plays, made them niggas call the audible. Ask who run this shit, but that question is rhetorical. Bitch, I'm the one, me cookies with the oil. I'ma get them crackers, hell, should've never kidnapped my family. I can't do that. Bet I be the last nigga standing. Do a life sentence for my niggas, pray you understand me. I might put a switch on this Glock and call it young baby. How you real triggering on them dots? You a bird feeder, claiming he a demon. What's a demon to a cold leader? What he saying something, I ain't hear him. This shit light. It ain't about who got the gun, it's about who gon' up that pipe first. I turn a bad situation to a game change. Bring soldiers from the dead, just raised up the chains. Bring shots, I'ma look like Aaron Jones when I run it. Never bite the hand that feeds you, you'll never get that hand back. He bitching about 10%, I don't wanna hear none of that. He dropping sword, fuck him, just make sure you get that cover back. Look around, he ain't with us, probably cause he never was. Now my chin like you with the angels for your brothers. Everybody wanna be Richard Porter, God kill him like Alpo. Play if he want, it's laying in the trunk like Lee Malvo. A certified woman's ass nigga, I am not a toy. Hey, I with that hollow side, yeah, this the real McCoy. Feel like Gullah Jake when I'm in Fayetteville, you feel your boy. Still up on my brain, still I think that's all that I do. The way I get that boy lost, they gon' start to call him Elroy. Fuck his game, pop out on them demons like I'm Hellboy.
According to God, the white man is the devil.
You see, I've been in here for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? And I see niggas, they like to talk a lot. They like to claim leadership. They like to claim this and that. You know what I'm saying? They like to be above what they really is and have authority. But they don't really need that authority. They don't really know what to do with that leadership. You understand? Your whole hands. Boy, your ass need to stop and ask you to give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. See, everybody with all that peace talk, everybody ain't with all that bike on me. Boy, your ass need to stop and ask you to drop. It's about to get serious. When they hit us with dope and kill us with crack, where the fuck with your leaders? I'm curious. He cashed out on your blood, traded you in and bought a new biz. Ask you the prophets, I tell you the scheme. If you don't wake up, you gon' die in your dreams. I say you won't tell you no more. I swear these crackers try to kill us slow. Just spoke to a nigga in Fayetteville for parole because of the COVID. It feel like the hoes in this world that don't go together. Know where it's gold in the ghetto. I'm in the city blazing with my niggas. Just told the devil the score never settled. Yeah, see the prophets. I'm tired of these niggas keep talking about, you know, you respect my religion, I respect your religion. Boy, your ass need to stop and ask you the prophets. You know, like we all come together. You know what I'm saying? They say God so loved the world. God so loved the world, and boy, your ass need to stop and ask you the prophets. Don't give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe. You gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. Hey, gentlemen, y'all, we don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up. You know what I'm saying? Boy, your ass need to stop and ask you to one with step. I'm solid for show. To the fake niggas, stay silent. I got it. Let's go. Let's go. I ain't taking no losses. Ain't no talking when we got the flow. Ain't no peace, just play with your own. I'ma be loyal to the right arm. Tell them we can't keep it slate. And I can never let bygone be bygone. Got your baby mother on high. Got your baby pass through the fire. Ask you the prophets. That baby soul belong to the Lord. How dare you abort it? Devil will fail you, bitch, I can afford it. I prepare slaughter, you bring me my water. But Once your leaders weak, let them lies slip through their teeth. Their ass need to stop and ass see the prophets.
That's just the reality, Christians. I'm sorry to hurt your feelings. I know your pastor lied to you every Sunday for 30 years, but that's what the church is for, lying. That's why they exist, to lie the money out of your pockets.
Boy, your ass need to stop and ass see the give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga.
Check, check. Check, 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 check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Check, 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 check. I don't even hear that. I don't hear no bass coming through or nothing. It's on. Oh. No, it's on, sir. All right, we in there. Check, check. Check, check, check. Sound on. Young man, Lamont, by YAHANNA, by YAHANNA. Almighty, I'm sorry, upon YAHANNA, rise, turn, face east. We'll do the prayers. This is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shamka, Yahweh, Malakwaka, Taba'ah, Ratazayaka, Hayah, Asha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Nathanawa, Lakam, Kal, Yawam, Wasalakianawa, Kabawathanawa, Kasalakianawa, Kabawathanawa, Wala'ah, Taba'ayanawa, Banasayawan, Abal, Hawashayanawa, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwath, Wala'ala, Wathaparyath, La'a, Walayam. Amen.
In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. So be it.
Come. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 121 in the Hebrew. Ishai, Ayanyan, Ahahariam, Mayan, Yaba'ai, Isaiah, Ma'aim, Yahweh, Aisha, Shamayam, Waratazah, Al-Yatan, Lamawat, Ragaraka, Al-Yanawam, Shamaraka, Hanaya, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yashala, Yahweh, Shamaraka, Yahweh, Tazalika, Tazalika, Al-Yad,
Yam Yaka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'ah, Yakaka, Yarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makarai, Yashamar, Afnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Tazaathka, Wabuafka, Mayata, Wide Alam.
In the English, I will lift up my eyes into the hills, from which come my help. My help coming from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yasha Allah shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore.
It's the book of Psalms, Shed 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, Al Damalaka, Al Takarash, Wa Al Tashakwat, Al Kayahanna, Al Wabyaka, Slakia, Yahamam Yawan, Ra'ash, Al Aimaka, Ya'ara Wama, THAWADAH, Wayata, Ya'ai Tazawa, Al Tazapanwaka, Ahamarwa, Lakawa, Wanakakiram, Magawa, Wala'a Yazakar, Sham Yashala, Awada, Kaya, now Wataza, Laba, Yakadwa, Al Slakim, Al Yaka, Bayarath, Yakarathwa, Alahaya, Adawam, Wayashamai, Al Slakia, Al Yayam, Ma'a Slakia, Mawaba, Wahagariam, Gabal, Wayamawan, Wayamalak, Palashath, Amyashabya, Tazawar, Gamajawar, Nalawa, Aim, Hayawa, Zarawai, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Aisha Alaham, Kamadian, Kasayasara, Kayabai Slakia, Kayabian, Banakal, Kayash one, Nashamadua, Bayan Dara, Hayawa, Daman, Ladama'a, Shayatamwa, Nada, Yamawa, Salakia, Yamawa, Karab, Wakaza Ba, Wakaza Bak, Wakatazal, Manai, Kal Nasamuka, Ashar, Amarwa, Nairasha, Lanawa, Af, Nawaf, Alahayam, Alahaya, Shayatamwa, Kagardula, Kakwash, Slakim, Lapanya Raka, Kaash, Daya Ira, Waikala'a, Dalahat, Hariyam, Kam Tharadutma, Basayara, Wabasa, Wapathka, Dabahalam, Mala'a, Panyalaha, Slakia, Panyaham, Kuala Waya Bakwashwa, Shamka, Yahawa, Yabashua, Waya Balawa, Aida Ai, Waya Kaparwa, Waya Abarwa, Waya Dayawa, Kayata, Shamka, Yahawa, Labadka, Al Yawan, Al Kaharatazar.
In the English, keep not thy silence.
Keep not thy silence.
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh.
hold not thy peace,
Hold not thy peace.
and be not still.
Be not still.
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh.
for lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Yasha Allah may be no more remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab and the Hagarenes, Gabal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Selah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kison, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb and like Zeheb. Yea, all their princes as Zebah and as Amuna, who said, let us take to ourselves the house of Yahweh in possession. Oh, my power, make them like a wheel, as a stubble before the wind, as a fire burneth a wood, and as a flame set the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, make them afraid with thy storm, fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high of all the earth.
It's the prayer for the power structure in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh, Wa Yahweh Shai, Wa Maka Allah, Wa Alahayim, Mataza Bayah, I.S.U.P.K YAHANNA, Ha-Alawapium, Ha-Slakia, Ha-Saronyim, Ha-Quartazoyim, Ha-Slakia, Ha-Koya Yolim, Wa-Wathium, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, THAWADAH.
In English, bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai, and Michael, and the angels commanding during YAHANNA, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you, so be it.
It's the prayer for the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Baba Kashal, Nathananawa, Akak, Larpa'ah, Ka Maka'ala, Wakal Marawa, Akak, Atahar, Hamatazarium, Akak, Slakia, Lahaquium, Hamathium, Hakak, Arakawath, Hamata'ala, Lagar Shan, Ba'ashem Yahushua, THAWADAH.
In the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out in the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you, so be it. Sir, shall we see? Shalom, Yahweh Shema Shabbat, Yahweh Shema Taba Shema Shah. It's Fayetteville, North Carolina Sabbath service. We're going to start. We're in the book of Leviticus, chapter 11. All right, we're going to pick up where we left off from last Sabbath. We're reading the Assyrian Hebrew first, and then in the English. You got any questions, type them in the chat. Like, share, subscribe. Let's see here. 11 and 26. The book of Leviticus, chapter 11, and verse 26 in the Hebrew. Lakalah, Habama'ah, Ashar, Awa'ah, Maparasath, Parasa'ah, Washasa'ai, Ayanana'ah, Shama'aith, Wagara'ah, Ayananaha, Ma'ailaha, Tama'ayum, Slaki, Hama, Lakam, Cow, Hanaga'ai, Ba'am, Yatama'ah, 27, Wakala, Hawalak, Al, Kapayawa, Bakal, Hakaya'ah, Hahalakath, Al, Harabai, Tamayam, Kama, Lakam, Kal, Hanaga'ai, Banaba, Latham, Yatama'ah, Aid, Rob, 28. Wow, it's like it. Wahanasha'ah. Monkey, I'll cut that fan out here for me. So you could up the shot the water. Habanala Slaki. Habala Thumb. Yakabasa. Bagadayawa. Watama'a. The water, sir. Hi, Rob. Tamayum. Hama'a. Lakam. Verse 29, where we stop at 32. All right. Waza'ah. Lakam. Hatama'a. Basharatazah. Hasharatazah. Al. Ha'aratazah. Hakalad. Wahaka. Wahakabar. Wahatazabah. Lamanaya. Hawa. Verse 30. Wahanakwa'a. Wahaka. Wahakaka, Wala Ata'a, Wahakamat, Wahatana Shamath, verse 31, Alaha, Hatamaya'am, Lakam, Bakala, Hasharataza, Kal, Hanaga'ai, Ba'am, Bamathum, Yatama'ah, Aid, Ha'arab, verse 32. Wakal, Ashar, Palah, Aliyawa, Maham, Bamathum, Yatama'ah, Makala, Kalaya, Aitazah, Awa, Bagad, Awa, Iwara, Awa, Shakwa, Kala, Kalaya, Ashar, Ya'ai Sha'ah, Malaka'ah, Kaham, Bamayam, Wayaba'ah, Wataham, Aid, Ha'ai Rab, Wata'ar. In the English, this right here. So when you see me reading these verses, as soon as I stop, just pick up from 26:32 in English. It's the guy right here. You good, brother?
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 11, and verse 26. The carcasses of every beast which divideth the hoof, and is not cloven-footed, nor cheweth the cud, are unclean unto you. Every one that toucheth them shall be unclean. Verse 27. And whatsoever goeth upon his paws among all manner of beasts that go on all four, those are unclean unto you. Whoso toucheth their carcass shall be unclean until the even. Verse 28. And he that beareth the carcass of them shall wash his clothes, and be unclean until the even. They are unclean unto you. Verse 29. those also shall be unclean unto you among the creeping things that creep upon the earth, the weasel and the mouse and the tortoise after his kind.
And you think about this when you see these other nations, all these heathen nations. That's what we call them, heathen nations. They don't have cleanliness laws like we do. He didn't say anything with a paw. We don't eat nothing with a damn paw. You go overseas to these Asian countries, Micronesia and all, they eat everything that barks, everything that has a paw, even rabbits. You understand what I'm saying? But these separates us from the other nations. Very specific. It says mouse, turtle. You can't confuse that. A turtle been a turtle for 1 billion years. So you got to understand something. That's not our custom. So when you see us online, you know what I'm saying, laughing and also poking fun and also too spreading awareness about how these heathens spread diseases and how they're unclean. This is why we're reading it right here in the Bible. You understand? We're reading right here in the Bible that these nations are unclean because they do wickedness. Read on.
Verse 30. And the ferret and the chameleon and the lizard and the snail and the mole. Verse 31.
Yes, cargo right there. Can't eat that. I don't care how rich you get. Can't eat no damn snail. Read on.
Verse 31. These are unclean to you among all that creep. Whosoever doeth touch them when they be dead shall be unclean until the even. Verse 32. And upon whatsoever any of them, when they are dead, doeth fall, it shall be unclean. Whether it be any vessel of wood or raiment or skin or sack, whatsoever vessel it be, wherein any work is done, it must be put into water, and it shall be unclean until the even, so it shall be cleansed.
Even something that it fell on, you gotta wash it. You know what I'm saying? We're a very clean nation. When these laws really come into effect, we're doing them here at the UPK. Once all of our people, all 12 tribes get on board, man, we barely gonna get sick. We barely would be sick. We have such cleanliness laws the Lord gave us and us only. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 33. Wakala, Kalaya, Karash, Ashar, Yapala, Maham, Al, Thawakawa, Kala, Ashar, Bathaka, Bathawakawa, Yatama'a, Wa'athawa, Thashaba Rawa, 34, Makala, Ha'akala, Ashar, Ya'akala, Ashar, Yaba Wa'a, Aliyawa, Mayama, Yata Ma'a, Wakala, Masha Kwaha, Ashar, Yasha Tha'a, Bakala'a, Kalaya, Yata Ma'a. Okay, close the door for me. Wakala, verse 35. Ashar, Yapala, Manabala Thum, I la Yawa. Yeah, okay, I hate keep hearing that. I can't. Water. Yatama'a, Tanawara, Wakawa, Slaki, Wakaya Rayam, Yathataza, Tamaya Ham, Watamaya Yahweh, Slaki, Yaha Yawa, Lakam, verse 36, Aka, Ma'ayan, Wabawara, Makwa'a, Mayam, Yahweh, Slaki, Yaha, Taha Wara, Wanagai, Banaba Latham, Yatuma'ah, verse 37, Wakaya, Yapala, Manaba Latham, I, Kala, Zara'ai, Zarawa'ai, Ashar, Yazara'ai, Taharara, Hawa'ah, verse 38, Wakaya, Yathun, Mayum, Al, Sara'ai, Wanapala, Manaba lathum. I la yawa. Tama'a hawa'a lakam. Verse 39. Wakaya yamawath. I. It's like it. Mana. Haba-hama'a. Ashar. Haya'a lakam. Lahakala'a. Hanaga'ai. Banabala tha'a. Yatama'a. Aid. Ha'irab.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 11, and verse 33. And every earthen vessel whereinto any of them falleth, whatsoever is in it shall be unclean, and ye shall break it. Verse 34. Of all meat which may be eaten, that on which such water cometh shall be unclean, and all drink that may be drunk in every such vessel shall be unclean. Verse 35. And everything whereupon any part of their carcass falleth shall be unclean, whether it be oven or ranges for pots. They shall be broken down, for they are unclean, and shall be unclean unto you. Verse 36. Nevertheless, a fountain or pit wherein there is plenty of water shall be clean, but that which toucheth their carcass shall be unclean. Verse 37. And if any part of their carcass fall upon any sowing seed which is to be sown, it shall be clean. Verse 38. If any water be put upon the seed, and any part of their carcass fall thereon, it shall be unclean unto you. Verse 39. And if any beast of which ye may eat die, he that touches the carcass thereof shall be unclean unto the even.
Verse 40. Call Manabala Tha'a Yakabasa Bagada Yawa Watama'a I Ha'irab YAHANNA Sha'a Ath Nabalath Yakabasai Bagada Yawa Watama'a I Ha'irab. Verse 41. Wakala Hasharataza I'll Ha'arataza Shakwataza Hawa'a La'a Ya'akala. Verse 42. Kal Hawalak I'll Gakawan Wakala Hawalak I'll Haraba'ai Kala Maraba'a Ragalayum Lakala Hasharataza Al Ha'arataza La'a Tha'aka Lawam Kaya Shakwataza Hama. Verse 43. Thashakwatazawa Ath Napasha Thayakam Bakala Hasharataza Wala'a Tatama'awa Ba'am Wanata Matham Bama. We stop it there. 46, all right. 44. Kaya Anya Yahweh Alahayakam Wahatha Kwadash Slaki Wahatha Kwadashatham Wahayatham Kwadashayam Kaya Kwadawash Anya Wala'a Tatama'awa Ath Napashath Yakam Bakala Hara Slaki Hasharataza Haramash Al Ha'arataza. Verse 45. Kaya Anaya Yahweh Hama'ai La'a Athkam Ma'arataza, Matazarayam, La Hayath, Lakam, La Allah Hayam, Waha Yayaham, Slaki, Waha Yayathum, Quadashiam, Kaya, Quadawash, Aniyah, verse 46, Sa'ath, Thawarath, Habahama, Wa'ai Slaki, Waha'ai Rapa, Wakala, Napash, Haka'a, Hakaya'a, Haramashath, Babayam, Walakala, Napash, Hasharat Taza'ath, Al, Ha'arataza.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 11, and verse 40. And he that eateth of the carcass of it shall wash his clothes, and be unclean until the even. He also that beareth the carcass of it shall wash his clothes, and be unclean until the even. Verse 41, and every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth shall be an abomination. It shall not be eaten. Verse 42, whatsoever goeth upon the belly, and whatsoever goeth upon all four, or whatsoever hath more feet among all creeping things that creep upon the earth, them shall not eat, them ye shall not eat, for they are an abomination. Verse 43, ye shall not make yourselves abominable with any creeping thing that creepeth, neither shall you make yourselves unclean with them, that ye should be defiled thereby. Verse 44, for I am the Lord your God, ye shall therefore sanctify yourselves, and ye shall be holy, for I am holy. Neither shall ye defile yourselves with any manner of creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. Verse 45, for I am the Lord that bringeth you up out of the land of Egypt to be your God. Ye shall therefore be holy, for I am holy. Verse 46, this is the law of the beast, and of the fowl, and of every living creature that moveth in the waters, and of every creature that creepeth upon the earth. That's the end.
It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 47. Lahaba Dayala, Bayan, Hatama'a, Wabayan, Hatahara, Wabayan, Hakayaha, Hanaha Kalath, Wabayan, Hakaya'a, Ashar, La'a, Tahakal. Verse 1. Wayadabar, Yahweh, Al, Masha'ah, La'amar. Verse 2. Badara, Al, Baniah, Yashara Allah, La'amar, Ashath, Sake, Asha'ah, Kaya, Hazara'ai, Hazara'ai, Wayalada'ah, Zakar, Watama'ah, Haba'aith, Yamayam, Kaya Maya, Nadath, Dawatha'ah, Tatama'ah, verse 3, Wabayawam, Hashema Yanaya, Yamawal, Bashar, Aralathwa, verse 4, Washalathyam, Yawam, Washalashath, Yamayam, the Shab, Badamawa, Taharawa, Bakala, Quadash, La'a, Thaga'ai, Wa'ala, Hamaquadash, La'a, Thaba'a, Aid, Mala'ath, Yamayam, Taharaha, verse 5, Wa'am, Nakwaba'a, Thalad, Watama'a, Shaba'ayum, Kanadathya, Washashayum, Yawam, Washashath, Yamayum, Thashab, Id, Damaya, Taharaha, verse 6. Wabama La'ath, Yamayum, Tahara'a, Laban, Awa, Labath, Dabaya'a, Kabash, Ban, Shanathwa, La'ai Laha, Waban, Yawa Na'a, Awa, Thara, Lakata'ath, Al, Pathak, Ha'ala, Mawa'id, Al, Hakahan.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 11, and verse 47. To make a difference between the unclean and the clean, and between the beasts that may be eaten and the beasts that may not be eaten. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 12, and verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, verse 2, speak unto the children of Israel, saying, if a woman have conceived seed and born a man child, then he shall be unclean 7 days. According to the days of the separation for her infirmity shall she be unclean. Verse 3, and in the 8th day the flesh of his foreskin shall be circumcised. Verse 4, and she shall then continue in the blood of her purifying 33 days. She shall touch no hallowed thing, nor come into the sanctuary until the days of her purifying be fulfilled. Verse 5, but if she bear a maid child, then she shall be unclean 2 weeks, as in her separation, and she shall continue in the blood of her purifying 66 days. Verse 6, and when the days of her purifying are fulfilled, for a son or for a daughter, she shall bring a lamb of the first year for a burnt offering, and a young pigeon or a turtle dove for a sin offering unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, unto the priest. That's the end.
Verse 7. Wahakwa Rayabawa Latanaya Yahweh Waka Para. It's like it. Waka Par Alayaha Watahara Mama Kwara Damayaa Za'ath Thawarath Haya Ladath Lazakar Awa Lanakwaba'a. Verse 8. Wa'am La'a Matha Taza'ah Yadaha Daya Shaha Walakwaka Shathaya Tharayam Awa Shanaya Banya Yawanaha Hakad. It's like a Hakadah La'ai Laya Wa'akad Lakata'ath Wakapar Alaya'a Hakahan Hata Slaki Wata Hara'a. Verse 1. If I can get there. There you go. 13 and 1. Is it right? Yeah. Stop at 5. Waya Dabar Yahweh Al Masha'ah Wa'al Ha'arak. It's like a Ha'aran La'amar Adam Kaya Yahaya Ba'ai Wara Basha Rawa Sha'ath Awa Sapakath, Awa, Baharath, Yahweh, Slaki, Waha Yaha, Ba'ai Wara, Basha, Slaki, Bashara, Bashar, Slaki, Basharawa, Lanaga'i, Tazara Aith, Wahawaba, Wahabo'a, Ath, Ha'aran, Hakahan, Awa, Al, Hakad, Mabana Mabana Yawa, Hakahanahum, verse 3. Waba'a, Hakahan, Ath, Hanaga'i, Ba'ai Wara, Habashar, Washa'ira, Bana Ga'ai, Hapak, Laban, Waba'a, Hanagai, Imakwa, Ma'ai Wara, Shaba Rawa, Baga'ai, Taza Ra'aith, Hawa'a, Rawa'a, Wa, Haka'an, Watama'a, Athwa, verse 4. Wa'am, Baharath, Labana'a, Hawa'a, Ba'ai Rawa, Basha Rawa, Wa'ai Makwa, Ayan, Mara'a, Mana, Ha'ai Rawa, Washa'ai Ra'a, La'a, Hapak, Laban, Wahasa Ga Yara, Hakahan, Ath, Hanaga'ai, Shaba'aith, Yamayam, verse 5. Wara'awa, Hakahan, Bayawam, Hashaba, Ya'aya, Wahanaha, Hanaga'ai, Imad, Ba'aya, Nayawa, La'a, Pasha'a, Hanagai, Ga'irawa, Sake, Ba'ai Wara, Wahasaga Yarawa, Hakahan, Shaba'aith, Yamayam, Shanayath, verse 6. Oh, we saw verse 5. Okay, good.
Yeah. It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 12, and verse 7. Who shall offer it before the Lord and make an atonement for her? And she shall be cleansed for the issue of her blood. This is the law for her that hath borne a male or a female. Verse 8. And if she be not able to bring a lamb, then she shall bring 2 turtles or 2 young pigeons, the one for the burnt offering and the other for a sin offering. And the priest shall make an atonement for her, and she shall be clean. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 13, and verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron, saying, verse 2, when a man shall have in the skin of his flesh a rising, a scab, or bright spot, and it be in the skin of his flesh like the plague of leprosy, then he shall be brought unto Aaron the priest, or unto one of his sons the priest. Verse 3, and the priest shall look on the plague in the skin of the flesh, and when the hair in the plague is turned white, and the plague in sight be deeper than the skin of his flesh, it is a plague of leprosy. And the priest shall look on him and pronounce him unclean. Verse 4, if the bright spot be white in the skin of his flesh, and in sight be not deeper than the skin, and the hair thereof be not turned white, then the priest shall shut up him that hath the plague 7 days. Verse 5, and the priest shall look on him the 7th day, And behold, if the plague in his sight be at a stay, and the plague spread not in the skin, then the priest shall shut him up 7 days more.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 13, verse 6.
Salaki Kawa. I was about to say this how you know like we're a clean people because it's like if you ever notice that somebody that's doing something unclean or done got into something,
Right.
like we look at from the minute we meet a brother, we looking at his lips to see, you know what I'm saying? Looking at a sister, looking at their skin, looking at seeing there any uncleanliness about them. And anything that we know about the plagues when we join America, you know, anybody that you seen on any kind of drugs, anything, you notice maybe they skin real dry.
Right.
You seen people that be on like heroin or cocaine or any kind of hard drugs, you see the ailments or the sores that are on their skin.
Right.
And that's how we know, like, wait a minute, what you done got into? What is poison ivy? You understand? You know, any kind of rash, anything. We would look at, you come here and put some ointment. What's going on with it? Those are the things that we've always been into. You know what I'm saying? So we see the oppressor, his skin is not like our skin.
Right.
Like his skin just, you know, we know he's sitting out in the sun too long. He's gonna get some type of skin ailment. Right. But for us, like we don't understand. Like we're that people that look at our skin, and our skin is most people don't know this, but your skin is an organ.
That's right.
So your skin is gonna respond to what you're doing in your real life. You understand?
That's right.
God, that's
right. He's so right about that, man. That's our culture right there all day. And I noticed he said if the whites, if it wouldn't grow, if it looks like leprosy, but the hair ain't turned white yet, they still put you away for 7 days. It might turn, right? But we got checks and balances. Israel, shoot, how shall return, man? I don't think none of us gonna get sick like that. It's gonna be a rare occurrence if you see a brother is sick. If he does get sick or have an issue, we know how to fix it. Ain't gonna be no more than COVID-19 scares. You understand? This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 13, verse 6. Wara aha, hakahan, athwa, bayawam, hashaba yayai, shanayath, wahana'a, kaha, hana ga'ai, wala'a, pasha'a, hana ga'ai, ba'ai rawa, wataha rawa, thakahan, Masapakath, Haya'a, Wakabasa, Bagada Yawa, Watahar, verse 7. Wa'am, Pasha'a, Thapashaha, Hamasapakath, Ba'ai Wara, Hakaraya, Hara'athawa, Al, Hakahan, Lataharathwa, Wana Ra'ah, Shanayath, Al, Hakahan, verse 8, Wara'ah, Haka'an, Wahana'ah, Pashatha, Hamasa, Hamasapak, Slaket, Hamanasa, Pakatha, Ba'irawa, Wataba Awa, Hakahan, Tazara'aith, Hawa'ah, verse 9. Naga'ai, Tazara'aith, Kaya, Tahaya'a, Ba'idam, Wahawaba'a, Al, Hakahan, verse 10. Wara'ah, Hakahan, Wahana'a, Ashath, Labanaha, Ba'irawa, Wahaya'a, Hapaka'a, Sha'ira, Laban, Wamakayath, Bashar, Kaya, Basha'ath, verse 11, Tazara'aith, Nawasha Nath, Hawa'ah, Ba'ai Rawa, Basharawa, Watama'awa, Hakahan, La'ah, Yasaga Ranawa, Kaya, Tama'a, Hawa'ah. Verse 12, Waham, Parawak, Sake, Parawaka, Taparak, Ha Tazara'ith, Ba'irawa, Wakasakath, Ha Tazara'ith, Ath, Kal, Irawa, Hanaga'ai, Mara'a Shawa, Wa'id, Raga Layawa, Lakala, Mara'a, it's like it. Ayanaya, Hakahan.
It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 13 and verse 6. And the priest shall look on him again the seventh day. And behold, if the plague be somewhat dark, and the plague spread not in the skin, the priest shall pronounce him clean. It is but a scab, and he shall wash his clothes and be clean. Verse 7, but if the scab spread much abroad in the skin, after that he hath been seen of the priest for his cleansing, he shall be seen of the priest again. Verse 8, and if the priest see that, behold, the scab spreadeth in the skin, then the priest shall pronounce him unclean. It is a leprosy. Verse 9, when the plague of leprosy is in a man, then he shall be brought unto the priest. Verse 10, and the priest shall see him, and behold, if the rising be white in the skin, and it have turned the hair white, and there be quick raw flesh in the rising. Verse 11, it is an old leprosy in the skin of his flesh. And the priest shall pronounce him unclean, and shall not shut him up, for he is unclean. Verse 12, and if a leprosy break out abroad in the skin, and the leprosy cover all the skin of him that hath the plague from his head even to his foot, wheresoever the priest looketh. That's the end.
Water. Leviticus 13 to 13. This is the last one.
Khan.
Wara'aha, Hakahan, Wahanaha, Kasata'ah, Ha Tazara'ith, Ath, Kal, Basharawah, Watahar, Ath, Hanaga'ai, Kalawa, Hapak, Laban, Tahawara, Hawa'ah, 14, Wabayawam, Hara'at Wath, Bawa, Bashar, Kaya, Yatama'ah, Wara'ah, Hakahan, Ath, Habashara, Habashar, Hakaya, Watama'awa, Habashar, Hakaya, Tama'ah, Hawa'ah, Tazara'ith, Hawa'ah, Awa, Kaya, Yashawab, Habashar, Hakaya, Hana'ah, Wanaha Pak, Lalaba'an, Waba'ah, Al, Hakahan, 17, Warahawa, Hakahan, Wahana'ah, Nahapak, Hanaga'ai, Lalaba'an, Watahara, Hakahan, Ath, Hanaga'ai, Tahawara, Thawa'ah, verse 18, Wabashar, Kaya, Yahaya, Bawa, Ba'ai Rawa, Shakayan, Wanarapa'ah. Verse 19. Wahayaha, Pamaquam, Slake, Bamaquawam, Hashakaan, Ashath, Labana'a, Awa, Baharath, Labanaha, Adamada, Slake, Adama, Damath, Wanara'a, Al, Hakahan.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 13, and verse 13. Then the priest shall consider, and behold, if the leprosy have covered all his flesh, he shall pronounce him clean that hath the plague. It is all turned white. He is clean. Verse 14. But when raw flesh appeareth in him, he shall be unclean. Verse 15. And the priest shall see the raw flesh and pronounce him to be unclean. For the raw flesh is unclean. It is a leprosy. Verse 16. Or if the raw flesh turn again, and he be changed unto white, he shall come unto the priest. Verse 17. And the priest shall see him, and behold, if the plague be turned into white, then the priest shall pronounce him clean that hath the plague. He is clean. Verse 18. The flesh also, in which, even in the skin thereof, was a boil, and is healed. Verse 19. And in the place of the boil, there be a white rising, or a bright spot, white and somewhat reddish, and it be showed to the priest. That's the end.
And that's, and this cuts to Christians too, the law. When Christ healed the brother in the New Testament, he told him, now go see the priest. Let them check you out, as say the law of Moses. So Yahweh kept the damn law, man. That's right. In essence, in your New Testament, Pastor Joe Willie. And with that, Marty, up here. All right, Amadi, I'm sorry, put y'all down. Rise, turn face east.
It's the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Quadash, Hayah, Shamka, Yahweh, Malakwatha, Tabaa, Ratazayaka, Hayah, Aisha, Aharataza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Nathanawa, Lakam, Kal, Yawam, Wasalakianawa, Kabawathianawa, Kasalakianawa, Kabiwathianawa, Wala'a, Tabayanawa, Banasawan, Abal, Hawashaya, Salakia, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwath, Walaala, Wathapariath, Walonium, Aman.
In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. So be it.
The book of Psalms, chapter 121 in the Hebrew. Aishai, Ayanyan, Ahahariam, Maayan, Yabai, Isaiah, Ma'aim, Yahweh, Aisha, Shamayam, Wa'arataza, Al Yatan, Lamawat, Ragaraka, Al Yanawam, Shamaraka, Hana,
Hana,
La'a,
La'a,
Yawam,
Yanawam,
Wala'a,
Wala'a,
Yayashan,
Yayishan,
Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalika, Al-Yad, Yam Yaka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'a Slakia, La'a Yakaka, Yahayak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makarai, Yashamar, Afnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Tazafka, Wabuafka, Mayata, Wailam.
In the English, I will lift up my eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yasha Allah shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, for this time forth and even forevermore.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, Al-Damalakah, Al-Slakim, Al-Tashakwat, Wa-Al-Tashakwat, Al-Kahayana, Al-Wabyaka, Yaham Yawan, Ra'ash, Ali-Imaka, Ya'armawa, Sawadah, Wayatar Wa Salakia, Wayai Tazawa, Al Tazapamaka, Al-Harmawa, Lakawa, Wanakakinam, Magawa, Wala'a Yazakar, Sham Yashala, Awada, Kaya, Na Wataza, Laba, Lakadwa, Al Slakia, Al Yakar, Bayarath, Yakarathwa, Alahaya, Adawam, Waya Shemai, Alahayam, Mawaba, Wagariyam, Gabal, Wayamawan, Wayamalak, Palashalaf, Amyashabia, Tazawar, Gamajawar, Nalawa, Aim, Hayawa, Zarawai, Lapanyalawat, Selah, Aishahalaham, Kamadian, Kasayasara, Salakia, Kiyabian, Banakal, Kwayashwan, Nashamadwa, Bayan Dayara, Hayawa, Daman, La'a Adama, Shayatamwa, Nada Ya Salakia, Nada, Ya Mawa, Kairab, Wakata Salakia, Wakazabak, Wakatazal, Manai, Kana Samuka, Ashar, Amarwa, Nairasha, Lanawa, Af, Nawaf, Alahayam, Alahaya, Shayatamwa, Kagargula, Kakwash, Lapanya Rakwa, Kaash, Daya Ira, Waka Salakia, Wakala Halaba, Talahat, Hariyam, Kantaradapma, Basairika, Wabasa, Wapathka, Tabahalam, Mala'a, Panyaham, Kuala One, Wayabakwashwa, Shamka, Yahweh, Yabashua, Waya Balawa, Idya I, Waya Kaparwa, Waya Abadwa, Waya Dayawa, Kaya Atha, Shamka, Yahweh, Labaka, Al Yawan, Al Kaharataza.
In English, keep not thy silence. O Yahweh, hold not thy peace, and be not still. O Yahweh, for lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation. In the name of Yasha Allah, may be no more in remembrance. For they are consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab and the Hagarenes, Gabal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Selah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sarah, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kison, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb, and like Zeheb. Yea, all their princes, as Zebah and as Zalmunna, who said, let us take to ourselves the house of Yahweh in possession. Oh, my power, make them like a wheel, as a stubble before the wind, as a fire burneth a wood, and as a flame set the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. Oh, Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high of all the earth.
The power structure blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh. Why Yahweh Shai. Why Maka'ala. Why Lahayim. Matazabayah. Alawap Yahanna. Halawapium. Hasaranyam. Ha quarters of Yoyum. Ha Koyoyoyum. Wakwathium. Yahweh. By Hashem Yahweh Shai. THAWADAH Aman.
In the English, bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai, and Michael, and the angels, Commander General YAHANNA, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you, so be it.
This is prayer for the cock, the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, Baba Kwashah, Nathananawa, Hakak, Lar Pa'ah, Ka Mak'ala, Makal Madawa, Hakak, Latahar, Matazarayim, Hakak, Lahaquium, Hamathium, Hakak, Arakawaf, Hamata'ala, Lagar Shan, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, THAWADAH Aman.
In the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness, all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. Name Yahweh Shai. Thank you, so be it. Men of Israel, gird thyselves, prepare us to the Torah.
Men of Israel, we're going to render one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Amajim, Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Yadamatah, sisters, Sar, turn to the sisters, Amajim. Men of Israel want to render one courtesy salute to the sisters. Amajim Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yahweh Shemal Atah B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Yadamatah, Sabbath service dismissed.